Doctors in West Bengal continue to protest the bail granted to individuals accused of a heinous crime against a female trainee doctor at RGKar Medical College. Today, the Calcutta High Court upheld the doctors' right to protest in Dharamtala. During the hearing of the state government's petition, the court asked the doctors to consider suspending the protest on Christmas Day, December 25. The protest began after former RGKar principal Sandeep Ghosh and Tala Police Station OC Abhijit Mandal were granted bail. Doctors announced plans to protest from December 20th to 26th. Initially disallowed, the protest was permitted by a single bench court order. The state government appealed this decision in a division bench, citing concerns about heavy Christmas crowds in Dharamtala, which could disrupt traffic and inconvenience in the public. The government requested that the protest be suspended on December 24th and 25 and proposed alternative dates December 27 and 28 or a different venue instead of the metro channel. The court upheld the single bench's decision, allowing the protest to continue but sought the doctors' agreement to pause the demonstration on Christmas Day. Former Assistant Secretary General of India at the United Nations, Lakshmi Puri, filed a petition in the Delhi High Court on Monday, accusing Trinamool Congress MP Saket Gokhale of failing to comply with a court order. The order required him to apologize on social media and pay Rs 50 lakh in damages in a defamation case. Justice Manmeet Pratima Singh Arora has issued a notice to Gokhale, directing him to submit an affidavit within 4 weeks, detailing his assets, wealth and bank accounts. Senior advocate Maninder Singh, representing Puri, stated that Gokhale had not posted the required apology on social media by the July deadline, nor maintained it for the mandated 6 months. The court has now sought Gokhale's response on the matter. The Delhi High Court has dealt a blow to former IAS officer Pooja Khedkar by rejecting her anticipatory bail plea. The court emphasized that UPSC is a highly prestigious examination and described the allegations as fraud not only against the organization but also against society. The court ruled that interrogation is necessary to uncover the conspiracy involved. Khedkar faces accusation of using a false identity to exceed the allowed attempts in the civil services examination and of misusing the OBC and disability quotas. During the hearing, Justice Chandet Dhari Singh had reserved the decision on November 27th. Khedkar's lawyer, Beena Madhavan, argued that she was willing to cooperate with the investigation and did not require custodial interrogation. However, counsel Sanjeev Bhandari opposed this, asserting that the investigation was uncovering significant conspiracies and new developments in the case. Today, the court dismissed Khedkar's petition and revoked her interim protection. 7 MLAs, including Vijender Gupta, leader of opposition in the Delhi Assembly and senior BJP leader, have filed a petition in the Delhi High Court. The petition seeks a directive for the Delhi government to present 14 Comptroller and Auditor General reports in the Assembly. According to the petition, the Delhi government assured the High Court on December 16th that it would send the reports to the Assembly Speaker within 2 or 3 days. However, a week has been passed without the reports being sent or any notification to convene a special Assembly session. The BJP MLAs have urged the court to instruct the government to immediately forward the CAG reports to the Speaker and call a special session. In the previous hearing, the Delhi government stated it had sent CAG reports on liquor tax, pollution and finance to the Lieutenant General. However, the BJP MLAs claimed these reports remain with the Chief Minister and Finance Minister Atishi. They also alleged that, despite repeated requests to the Lieutenant Governor, the reports have not been presented in the Assembly. The Kerala High Court has directed not to organize the Sunburn Festival in Wayanad unauthorizedly. The event was to be held on New Year's Eve at Boche 1000-acre resort located at Chulika Estate in Wayanad. The court found that the organizers have not obtained the necessary permission for the event, and the proposal to organize it in a landslide-prone area is also worrisome considering the magnitude of the event. Justice Zayeda Rahman questioned the organization of the event and said that such an event would not be good from the environmental and security point of view in the areas of Wayanad which have faced danger due to landslides. The case was filed by local residents who appealed to the High Court to stop the event. They argued that the District Disaster Management Authority has identified the area as landslide-prone area and the event should not be held in this sensitive area. The court directed the officials to ensure that the event is not organized without proper permission and safety should be given priority. A Bareilly court has issued a notice to AIMIM Chief and Hyderabad MP Asyuddin Owaisi regarding his statement in Parliament where he said, "Jai Palestine." Advocate Virendra Gupta filed a case accusing Owaisi of violating constitutional and legal principles. The court accepted the plea and summoned Owaisi to appear on January 7th. The controversy arose after Owaisi, following his Lok Sabha oath, raised slogans including Jai Bhim, Jai Meme, Jai Telangana, Jai Palestine, which sparked uproar in Parliament.